Let's all meet at the movies. Let's all meet at the movies. Let's all meet at the movies.
Because I'm the most popular guy on the show. So we're going to look into really the one wide release movie that we have this weekend, Krampus.
That looks awesome. I can't wait to see Krampus.
Are you familiar with the history of Krampus and like the fantasyness of it?
I am, but let's fill everybody in as to who Krampus is and what this legend is.
Krampus is basically St. Nicholas's buddy. Was one of his side guys. And where St. Nicholas will give you the presents as the story goes and everything, Krampus, will beat children with a stick and put them in the sack instead of giving them presents out of the sack.
And this is like a real traditional legend that they, like, I think Scandinavia, like Norway or something like that, they actually have Krampus. And they tell the little kids the story. If you're bad, you'll get beaten and killed by Krampus.
Yeah, it's a big European thing. So instead of like be good, you get good stuff.
That might work better too.
By fear instead of gifts.
Yeah.
Actually,
checking it twice and all that other stuff.
Still less terrifying than an elf on the shelf too.
So he's like a really scary thing too. He's like big werewolf-looking kind of guy, except his face is the horns and a really long tongue, but he's all fuzzy and cloven hooves and stuff.
So this is a horror movie then,
This is a horror movie. It's a Christmas horror movie. Now, there are a lot of people worried about this one because most Christmas movies that come out in December usually flop. They don't do well at all. Christmas movies that do well come out in November before the Thanksgiving break, so everyone can go and see it. And then also the fact that it's a horror movie is not going to be making that much money. They don't in the box office. But it's supposed to be actually pretty good because it doesn't take itself horribly seriously. There's still a little bit of kind of humor in there, which is, I guess, what people are looking for in horror movies now. And the idea behind this one is a whole family gets together. They're all dysfunctional, and the little kid starts losing his faith in Christmas. And then in order to bring that back, Krampus comes around and basically just scares the crap out of them and tortures them, does all this horrible stuff. I mean, there's scary things that come out of Krampus.
Now, is there like a humor edge to this, or is it just a straight on horror movie?
It's a straight on horror movie, but I mean, the idea of it being kind of a silly thing, since it's still like a fantasy thing, it's not just like a serial killer, which, could be, real. This is like a Krampus. It's fantasy. So there's a little bit of silliness, I guess, every once in a while.
Because that guy from Parks and Rec is in it, right? I forget his name, the actor guy, the lead guy.
Yeah, with the nose and stuff. I can't remember.
The guy with the nose. Yeah, he's in it, and he does all comedy stuff. So I thought that maybe it would be like a tongue-in-cheek thing.
But it's not listed as like a horror comedy.
Okay.
But there's a little bit of that in there just to... Because things can't be too serious. Then you're like, this is ridiculous. Why am I even watching this kind of stuff? But that's the whole idea of the Krampus. So it's going to be pretty cool. The family has to, get together and then stop fighting each other and fight Krampus.
All right. So there you go. A little break from the, fuzzy Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer specials and stuff like that.
Very
Go check out Krampus
very
this weekend.
Yeah, you can check out the horrifying trailer up at WPDH.com. It's good for nightmares and things like that. So until next week, we'll meet at the movies.
All right.